Everybody, welcome back. I'm the Stratch Professor. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Now, I think... Yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit Bordalo. Burn that. I mean, they might come for us. We could burn this, but then it's just going to be harder and harder to take Bordalo, so we might as well just go ahead and knock it out. While we can. Continue siege. Because they can't hit us in one turn right there, and I suspect they might even try to occupy Aquitaine. If they do occupy Aquitaine, then we should be able to kill them. Yeah, let's go ahead and just go to, like, right here. Yeah, we're just gonna hit these guys while they're on the weak side. Why can't I go there? Okay. I guess that hero is blocking where I wanted to go. We can siege on this turn because we have the Gorbel. Okay, our wall is here too. We can actually get another Brayherd if we win this like super cleanly, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Growth, replenishment, so we have tribes here. Growth, bestial rage. Okay, let's do it. I don't really see how we lose this. And then, if we get a lot of money off of this sack, which hopefully we will, it's a tier 3 town, it's got some special buildings in it, or off of the raise rather. If we do get a lot of money off of the raise, then we can upgrade the building on our main guy, and then you know, just start going from there. That'll allow us to start getting some Minotaurs if we want them, which we do. They're very good. We could also get, I don't know, I mean, you know, Minotaurs, they are strong and they do take down these walls, but I want them. I mean, they're so good. They're so good against Empire. I think we ought to have them. And they are kind of on the expensive side. But then again, like, we're not going to have the call to support them for a little bit, so we'll see. There might be some other buildings that we'd be interested in getting. Okay, but yeah, we're just gonna... Do it like this. Just start getting up the walls. Handle that. Well, that's kind of bad news for us. That's okay. I mean, we can go ahead and get in there. Get Khazrak up there. Chaos! Let's get the rest of these in here. They're spread out a little bit here, but...
Cloven ones! Quipsack! Dagger 3! Raka! Fly! Now go Bob! Rafka!
can't tell what they did with him, if they trapped him on the inside or not. They opened the door to troll.
Khazrak.
He's not getting hit just yet. That's good.
My Simon! Khazrak. Show.
Push in there, bro. Get up. Raise up on him.
Undoors.
Not attack the doors. What? We can't. So they glitched it out. They put him in the gate so that I actually cannot attack the gate. Okay.
My Simon! Khazrak. Lakshayak. Fast! Fast! Zargubaba! Big Quill! My Simon!
Nope, come here.
Khazrak!
Is he in? They got him surrounded in here.
My Simon!
They got him inside the whole door there.
Undoors!
We cannot close the door, I guess. Not really sure.
Undoors! Dargaira! Khazrak! Was? Verkauf! Soyuz Ark! Soyuz Ark! Das Law! Undoors! Khazrak, the Queen, Cloven Ones, Boy, Nasa Wusra, Fast, Boy, Fast, Undoors, Zena Flash, Dagger Free.
I'm gonna try to run out of it, but he freaking just trolled me. Why are we not on these gates? Like, what? They just can't attack gates anymore? Because they glitched it?
Fast!
These guys can't climb the wall. I mean, I don't even know where it's going.
Dark Sea!
Get off the wall. Get down.
Gather! Juice! By Simon!
Can't do anything about that. Yep. I think he's dead. Cool. Sweet. So they let him in the gate, glitched him out, so that he couldn't walk out of the gate.
Undoors! Black Sayak!
Bug's been around for so long, like, why don't they fix this shit? It's so annoying. I mean, we don't have to have him at a really high level to function. Like, we get a lot of his functionality pretty early on. Whoa, what is this thing? Oh, that's just a miscast. Like, these still cannot attack the gate, even though it's closed, because of how they've glitched out the gate. And that's just not intuitive. Like, it's just troll. That's what it is. These guys, I've told them like 50 times to get down. It's like the pathing on these siege fights is really frustrating.
Queen Khazrak! These are our chaos! Frequent Munia! Angors! Rafka! Laksai! Vas!
Oh, they're out of ammo. Oh, we got control of the gates finally, so we can actually go in. Can we actually walk inside the gates now? Like a real way and not a troll way?
Angors! Chaos!
Well, fortunately, we're about at a point where we can hire another one back. I mean, that dude was still like a pretty good rank, right? He's like rank 8 or something. I mean, once he's past rank 5, it doesn't matter too much until he gets to rank like 16. We get some extra bonuses. Obviously, you don't want to lose it to something like that. And I guess the solution is I just have to like never, just don't attack the gate. Those guys, the Minotaurs. Because realistically, you don't break it anyways. 99% of the time when we get out of the gate, it's just because people like this has gained control of the area. I guess I just shouldn't even... try to break the gate. Now, if they let the normal Minotaurs in there, that's not as bad because those guys can actually like do some damage and fight. But like the Gorbel was really like not that great in combat. He's okay, but you know he was surrounded by these Knights of the Realm, which get bonus versus large. We just do the loot and raise. I mean, we don't need the dark magic right now or the growth. Just loot and raise. These guys probably be a little bit harder to siege against. Vampires also have regen magic. So they can kind of cancel out some of your AoE spells. I don't know how they feel about us. Pretty decent.
Make this quick fast, I'm busy.
Darkness comes. You seek out the Von Casterings.
I mean, the extra, whatever, 16 melee attack is definitely very, very relevant, though. Like, we can get him back, I think, fairly quickly, but it still sucks. We might need to start going for this horde growth here. These things. I do want the money, though. Blessed by evil. I want a 10% discount on units, or do I need to start getting for horde growth? Because we are going to get a big buff to our econ here in a second. But I don't really need him that much more than rank 3 for a while at least. We'll go with the...
Khazrak Abla.
Yeah, it is actually, against the elves, it is actually going to hurt quite a bit, because that makes our guys so much more vulnerable. It's basically taking away 16 melee attack from all of them. Until I get the Minotaurs back, which is going to take a little bit. Paravon has that. Scryer has this stuff. Okay, so they did occupy it. So they should be very weakened right now. We don't have the bull to help us scout. Let's see if there's another Wood Elf army. We're all at 50% health now, basically. Still do have our normal Minotaurs. Now he's kind of low on health though, but I think he can. He'll still be able to cast a couple of spells in there. Having the extra Character leadership is good. We didn't lose our Rust Totem, didn't know. We still have the Rust Totem. And our Helm of Discord.
Sawusra.
I mean, our units are at about 50% health, too. They're not going to get this bonus armor and all that stuff because their hit points are below the base. They are going to have some Wild Riders, but I think we can beat them. I think this is our chance. You know, once again, this guy's low, which is kind of a problem if we overcast a couple of times. But I have a full 6 strength garrison now, but they're so weak. I think we gotta fight them. God, this Flock of Doom is gonna suck though. I mean, what are our other options? I guess we could just run. Oh, Baston's actually really strong right now. Yeah, I mean, our best option is we just have to be able to win this fight, pretty much. That penalty's falling off here soon, so we will get our replenishment back next turn. But
Tuguamon.
now he's going to want to go into encamp stance after this so that he can get some more buildings. Actually, that does not allow us to get a Gorbel. We have to get up to here. Or here. That's rough.
Gozida Abfa.
Khazrak.
How much is he replenishing? He's not actually replenishing that much right now. So maybe we could just go into hidden encamp right here. Replenish a little bit and see if he goes for Bordalo.
Dahara Chaos. Turkagu.
See if he goes for Bordalo. And then if he... maybe should not have gone that far out. Yeah, I just don't want to roll the dice on the whole campaign being that injured. Picking those, they do get a little bonus against large or against infantry. I mean, are the pig? I don't think the pigs are that good, but 10 bonus versus infantry. They do cause bleeding attacks. The thing is, they can't climb walls. They take up call. I don't think so. I mean, I'd probably rather have the Minotaurs, honestly, if I'm going for something like that. Because they only take one call, and at least I get a discount on them, a 30% discount if I want to go for Minotaurs. We could save up and try to level this guy up too, but that's going to take a while. So maybe we just go ahead and buy this. Just because it's cheap and available. Help out with the horde growth and 15% extra raid income, and it's just really cheap. Good way to sink all of our growth. Because, yeah, we don't want to go for Malagor just yet, I don't think, until we get the Lord Recruit rank. Let's just go with that, and then him. That's cutting it too close money-wise, so we're going to wait on that. Now, getting some of these Gore Herd would be very nice with our main army. They are more expensive, but they do take up one call, but I can always delete them later if I need to. I mean, just compared to these normal guys, I mean, these have... I mean, I guess these effectively have 35 melee attack against infantry and 32 weapon strength. These are better, but these are, like, way cheaper, especially once I get this technology done in a couple of turns. If we had the Gorbel, I might be tempted to try this. It doesn't look like he's replenishing that much next turn. Now, it could be lying to us, but it looks like his replenishment is really low. I don't know if that has to do with chaos, the corruption, or what, but...
Protector of the realm.
And we're back to very high somehow. How did we just go from low to very high?
Now, what do you want from me?
No clue. Okay, we've got a moon coming up in a few turns. Although the moon is typically bad for fights because I take the campaign stuff all the time. Yeah, let's just recruit a little bit. Just fill up all the armies now that we're about to get that Ungor discount. And we've got a bit more cost reduction there. Remember, in theory, they shouldn't be able to see me until they get pretty close. This is basically like an upgraded ambush. So they might go for Bordalo. If they go for Bordalo, that'd actually be even better for us because then they'll be weakened again, and we will get money for burning their... or not money, but we'll get stuff for burning them. We can either get growth or probably just go for the dark energy or whatever. Oh, they are going for it. Look at that. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, they're so weak right now. Got them. I mean, I guess that's one way you can do it, is just like leave some of these open things around. Just chill out, replenish, hire a couple of things, and then go hit them. In the early game, at least. Alright, now they should be super weak. And that's not going to have walls because Wood Elf towns can't have walls. I wish there were more, like, in this game, more like race type of mechanics, though. And by that, I mean, like, you could actually lose, like, challenge mechanics. Like in the Vortex, in theory, other people are trying to get to these resources, and if you don't get there fast enough, you could just lose. But like on Mortal Empires, it's just sandbox. Like the enemy is never actually going to beat you to any kind of race. It's just either they kill you or they don't, typically. Whereas I really like that around, like, I played Civ 5 quite a bit when that was out before I had the channel, and I like that. I like that I was like, man, I could really, like, lose if I don't go faster. I like that. I would at least like it. I mean, I know they're not going to cater to just Legendary or whatever, but at least make it something that's toggleable, where maybe SFO mod could do that. I don't know how difficult that would be technologically to pull that off, but... What? Am I getting the discount? I thought it said that was going to take 2 turns. Oh, okay. It was kind of glitched. I was like, dude, if it robbed me of 25 call, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, so I have to wait till it finishes, and then we can get it. Okay, there we go. Alright, well. It's definitely now or never now. Yeah, that's just auto-resolve. Who? Well, I could actually go for... Well, I don't want to go for really high growth on him. I mean, I could. If we went for 50 growth, it'd give us... That's going to be very expensive, though. Why is that so much? I thought that was only 9,000. Can't do the money. I think we just go for the dark energy or whatever. And he needs to replenish also, so hopefully there's not another elf 20 stack sitting around here, but nice. They just deleted all of their tree things, I guess. They're just trying to save money or something. I'm not really sure. Well, I could have done that with him, but whatever, that's fine. $25 growth, local province, 4 horde growth. Nice. Yeah, so when it just says growth and doesn't say horde growth, yeah, that is not 25 all the time. Alright, so what can we get here? I've already got that. Can we just get a dough for each? Cloven ones are way too expensive. The bonds are interesting. I mean, the 4 horde growth for everybody would potentially be pretty good. But I can just buy these 2 followers also for half the price. I'd have to pay some money for it, but I think I just want some of these cheap followers that are effective. Like the movement speed and the horde growth.
Sladawas. Que axo arifus. Dark soy arc.
Okay, so let's go with that, and then Yeah, the growth is nice. I do want that eventually, but I think the campaign movement range is something I really want right now. One more of those. Because we're about to do some stuff too. Like, the 10% movement speed will transition over into 8 growth. Because we're about to get a couple of techs that are gonna start kicking our growth up into high gear here in a second.
Lift us.
Herdsman. Okay, I did lose the health potion or whatever because that was in transit to the bull, and he died before he got to equip it. Ironically, if he had it, I probably would have lived. And we do want the horde growth one too. I mean, we could go ahead and get one horde growth one. Yeah, let's go ahead and get, well, maybe, oh, never mind, we don't have the stuff for it. That's fine. I think the movement speed's going to be a little better for now. How much weaker are those guys? Arguelon is super weak right now. How's Paravon looking? Still pretty weak. Baston's okay. Why is my reliability medium? I don't understand. I guess if you burn stuff, you lose reliability. Maybe that's what's up. Okay, can't build anything.
I'll have you speak now. Praise your gods. I like what you say.
How much? He only has one town. I mean, I could let him start occupying all this stuff too.
Icket Claw! Icket, most travelled rat of Skryre. Nothing surprising.
You dare? Why do come?
Sure.
What can we help you with this night?
Take the money. Yes, help the cause, sir. Help the cause. Y'all will do more than that. I seen it.
Very good.
Okay. Alright. Well, and we're going to get the Ungor discount here. So now we're starting to stabilize a little bit. We can start ramping up a bit more. Need to get up to those Bestigors is what we need to do with Khazrak, and we probably need to get him over to Lightning Strike pretty soon so he can go off and do his own thing. Now we can start doing some larger dark energy things here soon. What do we need? We can't... I don't think we want to unlock the big things yet. Big beast stuff yet, because we don't have the buildings. We're not going to get the buildings for a little bit. It's kind of a little bit further down the line. But if we could unlock... I think there's one that might give 10% campaign movement range faction-wide. That would be pretty handy. That'll also indirectly, potentially, eventually, give me 10% discount on Khazrak's army. Because he can get that, but it costs 25% of your movement speed as a skill. Basically, everybody else except for Khazrak is going to get the Ungor discounted. I mean, it's totally possible that he should also get that, and then just pay extra for Minotaurs. Because I'm not even really, like, I don't know, like, the Minotaurs are good, but they are very expensive, and it's like, maybe, I mean, hell, maybe I should still do that. The thing is, the Gores would cost more, but I do get a discount on the Gores anyways. It's like, am I going to have an entire army of Vestigores? I mean, I guess it's possible. I just wish you could take it back if it's not what you wanted. This guy's pretty good, but, like, we're just going to have to get Gorbulls for each army, I think. But, like, yeah, if we do these instead, these are not as powerful as Minotaurs, like... Yeah, they're just not, but they are cheaper, and they only cost 1 call. I mean, the call cost is very real with a lot of these armies, because, like, these things are going to cost 2 each. You know, these cost 3. And with that 30% discount on these, you could get, I mean, these would be like half the price of the Minotaurs, probably. How much are they? These are 2. I don't like chariots. 39 armor, 50 armor, 44, 30, 26, 20. I mean, these do have perfect vigor, though. These obviously can't break down gates, but realistically, the Minotaurs don't either. These are super fast, and they can definitely get around and flank stuff, though. These are kind of fast. I don't know. The Minotaurs are obviously way better. I'm just trying to justify if I should get that skill even on Khazrak. It gives the extra discount to agility over strength. %25 movement range for 10% upkeep is a huge cost too, though. I don't think that's worth... I mean, I guess if you're... The 25 penalty on raise is... We don't have that much raise money, though, but... If you're fighting open field, I guess the post-battle loot is really good, but... The negative 25% from raiding is also iffy. We need to get to Lightning Strike. Okay, well, we did get the big discount here. So all of these are now 95 for him. For him, they're 57. So the only difference between these two, I believe, is that he has the extra 30% discount, which equates to, what, 40 per? So if I have 8 of these, it would be 320 less gold per turn. But then this guy would cost 20% more. So just one of those costs me like 100. If it didn't affect Bestigors, I would 100% do it. It says Gore units. But I think it means Bestigors. But there's no way for me to test that. Unless somebody is, like, written about it out there. But by the time you watch this episode, it'll probably be a week or 2 in the future.
Chaos.
Who do we want to burn with? He's gaining 22 per. So if I raised, it would give me another 2.5. It'd be 8.5. We're really trying to get up to this, although it's super expensive. I mean, we're gonna take the Dark Energy. Now he might be able to get a Bray Herd if we take it with him. Actually, he's getting pretty close to Brayherd territory. If we can just get to 17 units, which we're just going to keep spamming until we get that. We're going Beastly Stupor here. Since we got that. Yeah, let's just end it with him. Okay, Carcassonne took that back. You seriously not get anything for that? Okay. Let's grab Bestial Whelp here. Chariot is good open field, but how do we have anti-large? Huh. I forgot he has that. Fuck, I do want Lightning Strike. We don't need Lightning Strike like directly right now, like 100%. But we're not going to be using, let's see, we can use One-Eyed. Minus 10% cost on Ascension items. Plus 25% income from raiding. I mean, this also allows us to get access to this, which is 9 horde growth and casualties. So that's pretty good. Okay, we did actually get some for settlement destruction there. Let's go ahead and give him... Oh, Ungor Whelp, okay. I had way more items the other time that okay. I think just Blessed by Evil still. What were we contemplating? Oh, we're thinking about getting this and then getting the extra growth. Khazrak needs to get that actually soon. Then we'll go with it. I think money's still a thing we need to be focusing on. I mean, I could be using this sometimes, but I don't want it. I want the money off of the post-battle loot, and we just don't need it for these sieges. How strong is Carcassonne? Fairly strong. But that is not going to be worth anything to burn it. This is what I was talking about, where like I really wanted Skaven or just somebody to come in and occupy this stuff, so that because now you start to get surrounded. Stone could be good. Alright, we got the campaign movement range. The Whelp is good. I think the Horde growth. Is something I would like. If I save up a little bit, though, I could give the entire faction horde growth and it wouldn't take a follower. And it would also give 1 extra recruitment. that's the price of like 3 of those, and it doesn't cost money. And I'm gonna have 3 lords here soon. So we don't have the money to buy anything right now, so I think that's probably a better move. Giving everybody campaign movement range could also be good. Okay, so with him then... Can't recruit, can't really build anything, so might as well just raid, I suppose. Get a little bit of extra... I forgot it gives horde growth. More horde growth, more replenishment, more... Bestial rage. Okay. I think that's solid. I don't know if we want to go kill Carcass Zone. I mean, it'd be a nice time to go do it before they get a... because their units are going to be injured next turn. Or do we just push forward and go for Bastion? We'll think about it. Almost at time here also. Massif or Cal supposedly likes us. Thinking I maybe should have just attacked with the other guy instead of Khazrak, so Khazrak could hire 3 more units. We're obviously going to delete some of those units with Khazrak eventually so we can make way for more powerful units, but... So what, now they're gonna try to occupy these properties? I mean, we could go straight for Durthu, too, and try to kill him. That'd be a bold move, but, I mean, while he's wounded, maybe that's gonna be our only chance. We could go for that massive horde growth, but that does hit our replenishment. Bestial Rage would definitely give me a Bray Herd. At the price of money. I mean, that Bray Herd is just so worthless half the time, though. It just suicides in the enemy armies. Minus 10 melee defense, we get minus 20% upkeep for all units. I mean, that's like probably 3,000 gold. I mean, I'm already replenished. I probably don't need the replenishment, most likely. And we can just burn something and get it. So this one's basically free, and I could still fight. I mean, the other one, losing the 10 melee defense, I could probably win most fights that are kind of close by, but maybe not. I guess the horde growth is basically free. This does cost some more money. I mean, that would cost probably like 500 gold a turn, but we would definitely get a Bray Herd. I guess if we want to go for Bastion, while they're away fighting what I assume is the Barrow Legion, then maybe going for the Bray Herd would help. Although I think we can siege that town anyways, even without a Bray Herd. super need the horde growth, but it would be handy. It has virtually no drawback to it. I mean, there's a little bit, but... Definitely don't want that. Yeah, I guess we'll just go Endless Herd again. I do like the almost fight. I mean, it's a few thousand gold if I think we're just going to have a pushover fight, but I don't know what Carcassonne has over there. If I want to go for them, and that would make the Baston one really hard, so let's go with Endless Herd. These guys do kind of like us. Also, if we step onto allied property, we get extra replenishment.
I'm listening.
The main thing is these guys just give us money, though. And they keep the good guys from reoccupying stuff.
Not today. Let's do this.
Tinker, Tinker! What will Skavenblight do with you? Stop now!
Yes. You seek out the Von Casterings. A bold action.
Alright, and... they're on the weak side, I think. We might be able to take them out.
Khazrak Abla.
And then I guess we'd sweep back through and maybe go for the elves while Durthu's dead. Elves proper are very strong, though. I mean, I don't have to kill all of these guys. I can just go north and just let them kind of fend for themselves. Although, once again, I'm gonna be surrounded by hostiles if I do that. But that's not gonna give me much money to go that way, because this is... And I kind of want to get away from the elves. They're like the scariest thing right now. I want to start getting into human territory. Okay, but we'll figure it out next time. So thank you very much for tuning in. As always, we appreciate it. And be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.